Hello and welcome back. Remember, we're broadcasting directly from El Dorado Royal Spa Resort by Charisma, a beautiful, beautiful hotel for adults only, nestled in the heart of Riviera Maya. Now, continuing along with the information, Mexican researchers are applying painless measures for skin diagnosis. This is a new and innovative solution that expects excellent results for the upcoming years. A group of scientists, headed by Dr. Francisco Javier González Contreras, have developed a non-invasive method to diagnose several skin diseases, the likes of atopic dermatitis and certain kinds of melasma. The key to this outstanding medical advancement is found in studies regarding biophotonics, which is optic applications to medicine and biology using optic spectroscopy. This allows for a painless, non-invasive means of disease detection that doesn't even require tissue samples. This method is known as Raman spectroscopy and diffuse reflectance. Gonzalez, a researcher from the San Luis Potosí Autonomous University, is a specialist in nanotechnology and optics. The importance of his work was proven when he successfully detected proteins such as filaggrin, which is responsible for several skin diseases. Dr. Gonzalez and his team were able to detect it from the very first time in vivo, which is a living organism. The Raman spectroscopy gets its name from the Indian scientist Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman, who obtained the Physics Nobel Award in the year 1930. Basically, this method, when applied to medical purposes, consists of analyzing differences in the color of light reflected on a specific surface. Following Raman's method, Dr. Gonzalez managed to analyze molecular structures by using a spectrometer. Even though Raman spectroscopy has been used for a very long time to analyze different kinds of materials, Dr. Gonzalez had the idea of using it to analyze living tissue, which in turn allowed him to better distinguish healthy tissue from sick tissue. Dr. González Contreras revealed that only a few people in the world are currently using this method. One of the practical applications he and his team achieved was the result of a series of studies conducted on newborn babies. In the course of a year, the scientists followed up these cases and found that those who presented low filaggrin concentrations developed atopic dermatitis. Without causing pain or performing any form of invasive sampling, they also found that this was related to a gene mutation. Up until now, the only way to detect this correlation was through complicated and expensive tests, such as PCR, which can only be carried out by specialized staff. For Dr. Gonzalez and his team, the next step is to continue using this method in order to detect other proteins and markers related to degenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or even breast cancer. Mexico has presence all over the world, currently with a dual year in the UK with a series of events. It's also in China and France with excellent cultural exhibitions, and in the US and Germany with both the development of the automobile and aerospace industries. It's no surprise that this time round, Mexico also made it all the way to Egypt as the first Mexican team to explore a 3,000-year-old tomb. 10 years ago, an incredible adventure began for 15 Mexican archaeologists that left their nation to live their dream job in the field, the exploration of a 3,000-year-old Egyptian tomb. With the approval of the Supreme Council of Antiquities of Egypt and the support of the Universidad del Valle de México, this group of archaeologists has become the very first in Mexico to work on an Egyptian tomb. Egyptian ambassador in Mexico, Mr. Yasser Shaban, expressed his country's trust in the Mexican team because due to their hard and highly valued work on the tomb. Ms. Gabriela Arrache, leader of the group and director of the Mexican Society of Egyptology, explained that Egypt in fact receives several requests per year for work on archaeological sites and currently has 300 foreign missions most of them from European countries. The Mexican specialist has been working on the preservation of the walls of this tomb I am mentioning for 9 seasons at the time of publishing. Each one of these strips has cost between $40,000 and $60,000, and the work will continue. So far, the team has managed to restore, preserve, and document 60% of the funerary complex. The site, known as Theban Tomb 39 or TT39, features a structure that belongs to the second priest of Amon-Pu-Aram, who lived during a reign of the controversial queen Hatshepsut, the only woman who ruled as a pharaoh during the 18th dynasty of ancient Egypt. Despite the fact, as far back as antiquity goes, the complex has been looted several times. It was even used as a house at one point. The Mexican team has found an invaluable treasure in the writing on the walls, which tell the fascinating life story of Pu-em-Ra, a figure who held 17 titles of nobility and was even behind the construction of the Red Chapel of his queen, Hatshepsut. Arrache stated that TT39 will likely to be one of the most visited tombs of Egypt's Valley of the Nobles once it opens during the next 5 years. We'll be right back after the break.